Hey guys, it's GalaxyGorilla coming at you with the longly anticipated Monster Hunter Wilds. I've been waiting for this game for so damn long, and I am super duper excited to jump into this game. For today, I am not here alone though. For this series, I'm going to be playing along with somebody you guys haven't seen in a while. Say hello, Mr. Pizza Guy.
Hello, it's me. I am Pizza Man. I am here.
We are Monster Hunter fanatics. So realistically, my Monster Hunter journey started back on the Wii with Monster Hunter Tri 3.
Me too.
I never really got past like the first couple fights because I was like a kid and the game was too hard.
Me too.
But I would say my first true monster hunting experience was World. Like I knew about Monster Hunter, but I'd never really like played much of it out of anywhere. World was like my big first experience into the series, and honestly, I really liked it. I liked it a lot. It pushed me to go researching into the older games, and that's why you guys got some Frontiers content. And now, the game is out. It is time to play, and I'm ready to have some fun. So, if you guys look, when I click Start Game over here, I do have a character right now. This is like my quote-unquote main. I'm going to be playing this in my free time, and I'm going to be starting a new game to kind of just sit back and enjoy the story with you guys. After the story's completed, I will be switching back over to my main. So let's go ahead and jump on into that. I will see you guys once we are done editing and creating our character. So, with our character done, it's time to jump into the story. For those of you who are Monster Hunter veterans, you know about the monster known as Gen Moran, which is the giant like sand whale that like digs around, and the whole like it was like a big raid battle. You had to ride on a giant boat and like fight alongside it. And so the sand boats in this game gives me hope that we'll get a reworked Gen Moran raid. I think that would be really awesome. What are your thoughts on that, Mr. Pizza Man? Would you like to see that?
I think it'd be neat. I know Gen Moran was a try online exclusive, right?
That I'm not 100% sure of. I'd have to look that up later and maybe
Okay,
like
I think it was, and I know it was incredibly difficult. I saw
I I'm
someone made a
pretty
video on it of him trying to solo it, and it was just like almost impossible.
yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of the later like raid monsters are literally like unsolable just because of like how hard they are.
Yeah.
Is this Patrick? I feel like this is Patrick C8. I forgot to look it up. I am Jiren and Scorpion and Garrosh, and I kind of use the same
Probably is.
I use the same voice for every single character, just with slightly different ranges of angry and yelling. No, that's not. I love Patrick C8. I think he's a great voice actor. I absolutely loved him as Dio in JoJo Part 3.
But it was I, Dio.
Oh, yeah, so there was a little cutscene before before I made my character. Um, it was a little boy and his family being annihilated by the title card monster. So that's what this guy is talking about. Dude, honestly, I might have to do like a tier list on what is it? I might have to do a tier list on the flagship monsters. I think that would be pretty cool. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd guys like to see like a tier list, maybe of like the flagship monsters or just all the monsters in general. I think that'd be pretty fun to group a couple of us up together and do that.
Hmm, I think so.
You'll need the proper guide. An extra assignment? What is it, sir? Who are you going to tack on to me now? Oh, it's Handler Lady.
Hello, my name is Alma.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be real, you guys. I skipped through a lot of these cutscenes when I when I was first like playing the game.
Yeah, you fool.
I
You
just
only want the
listen.
gameplay. You don't care about the story.
I mean, all right. Do you really play a Monster Hunter game for its story?
Other ones, no. This one, I would.
How are ya?
That's fair. Nata.
Okay, Iceborne was good in World.
As
Iceborne
soon
was
as
good.
we find a good spot, we can
World
get things
World
set up
based
Okay,
right
no,
game was a
away.
bit of a
world-based game was
slog.
bad because I didn't like listening to the handler call me Pard.
You bet.
That's part of it.
I hope we find them soon.
I honestly I like all of the main cast in this game so far. There are a couple of characters
Yeah.
I'm not big on, but I think for the most part I like all of them. You get to see the
I've heard
what's the diggy worm called? It's Balahara.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so at this point in time, Pizza Man has in fact finished the main story and is now in high rank. So
Yes. The
we're
main
gonna
story consists of only low rank.
yeah. So you get to fight like a bunch of like the fights are pretty easy, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Early on, yeah. Towards the end, they get a bit harder.
So in my personal experience, I am up to Kongalala. So we're gonna get this video caught up, and we might switch over to my main, or we might keep these as two separate things. I gotta figure that out in post.
That's
Yeah.
alright.
Can you reach it?
We'll think
I
about it.
have to try.
I'm coming too.
Dude, I think the secrets are one of the best like mounts. Like I think they're way better than the dogs in Rise.
I love them. I love my secret. He's my golden boy.
Dude, this game is like honestly okay. So I could pump up my settings to like ultra, but like even on medium, this game still looks really good.
Yeah, it really does.
I really don't understand why people are complaining and like review bombing the game because of it.
Here we go.
Well, here's the thing. It's it's the thing where hey, just because it works for me, like I shouldn't expect it to work for everyone else because I don't know how everyone else is dealing with it. I've heard a lot of people saying they've had like dealt with a lot of crashing. People are upset that they don't want to use frame gen, even though it's baked into the game and you don't even need your graphics card to support it.
Yeah.
So it just gives you free FPS. Like I don't know. So I don't know. It's a very case by case basis.
That's fair. That's fair.
Can go over.
Looks like
Dude, honestly, like the secret auto scaling things it's so nice. Like especially like when you want to run up like hills and mountains and stuff. What is the button you need to hit to make it glide? Do you unlock that later?
No, you can do it right away. For me on keyboard, it is Z.
I'll
I
have
don't
to
know what it is for you though.
I'll have to figure it out what it is on controller.
I think if you jump off of something, it should just tell you if you have the prompts turned on.
I do have the prompts turned on.
So you should see it.
Dude, honestly, like the slinger having like the reachable extendable clutch is so good.
I've seen so many reviewers say like they don't like it because like
let's get out of here.
why would you walk over and like do that otherwise? It's like well you can still do that. You don't have to use it.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, like, also, you gotta, like a big thing that, like, comes to my mind when I see this sort of stuff, like, the idea is, like, technology advances. So, it's gonna get better. Like, I'm assuming this is picking up where World left off. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
It is a,
Vague.
it is a little hard to tell, I won't lie.
Because they do eventually talk about like the research commission, which
Yeah.
is what we were doing in the world.
Right,
But there's not really much to go off of, honestly.
right.
Look at all of them. All the rocks too.
Dude, Balahara is such a cool, like, monster design.
Yeah.
It's honestly like nothing we've ever really seen before. I'd say like the closest thing we get is like Kizu, maybe? Kizu and like Giginox.
Yeah, it is really, yeah, there haven't really been a ton of worm-esque monsters. So yeah.
Throw it now.
Dude, the seamless transitions between like the cutscenes and like the game is like it's so good.
Okay. It's seamless until you notice that the cutscenes look a lot better than the game does at points.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's fair. But,
there's, like, there's some points where you definitely will know that, oh, it's a cutscene now.
Mm-hmm. That's, you know what, that's fair, that's fair. We saved you, little small girl.
You're okay now.
You are okay now.
No, but my brother, you must save him.
My brother.
In
Dude.
terms of the voice acting, I'd say it's pretty hit or miss. I will say I usually don't like hearing adults voice kids because it sounds very cringy to me. But Nata sounds really good though. I think Nata sounds really good. Nona, not really.
That's
Um,
fair. You know what that reminds me
It
of?
just depends. What?
I know this is a bit like vague, but like when I was young, my cousins used to make me like watch High School Musical with them. And like the earlier entries, they were like actual like teenagers, but like the later movies, they're like full on adults and they're still in high school and it looks really weird.
I mean, that's just funny at that point.
It's okay.
You see like, oh my god.
Where is he?
It's like a what's his name? It's like that. I forget what it is. It's that guy who has a skateboard and a backwards cap. He's like, "How do you do, fellow kids?"
I've seen that meme before. I don't know what it comes from. I know what you're talking about.
I don't know who the guy is who's in that. I know he's an actor though.
I know, yeah, I know the actor
Let's
too.
find him.
All right, let's go save your brother, small child.
Everyone else, focus on scouting for a campsite.
Understood.
So,
Send a signal if you need backup.
I think I'm just gonna keep sticking with the weapons I've been using.
For you. I'll keep an eye on these two.
I'll probably
I
just
beat the story with Lance. Lance is a lot of fun. I'm going to do it this time with Hunting Horn because I know I've played every weapon besides the bow guns and the bow in World, so I can use pretty much everything. But I want to try to use Hunting Horn because some of the things it has are pretty interesting.
Don't worry.
when it comes to how I like to play the game, for me, I like to bounce between the hammer and the gun lance. I think the hammer and gun lance are honestly like some of my favorite weapons. So okay, being a Frontier boy, I think Monster Hunter Frontier is an okay enough game. I think it's really cool that they introduced 2 new weapons, and I really wish 2 of the weapons, or at least 1 of the weapons, made it over. I know Magnet Spike is like horrendously unbalanced, but I would really like to see
That's right.
Tonfas come back at some point, because we really don't
Monsters
have like.
do seem pretty grounded. So,
Yeah,
the
compared to like what Magnet Spike is. I've never used the Magnet Spike before, but like I've seen gameplay of it and it seems pretty wild.
You
Yeah.
can try out the weapon over
Name
here.
drop.
What?
Once you've got a feel for the weapon,
Name drop.
head out.
Wait, what name drop? What are you talking about?
To camp if you need to
Wild.
check your weapon.
Oh,
You
oh,
ain't get the joke,
oh.
guys.
No, I'm
Post
sorry.
in the comments
I'm sorry.
How upset you are about this.
I'm very tired. I was up until like 2 a.m. recording videos yesterday. Alrighty.
Down there.
Down there. Thank you, Elmo. I wonder how like dangerous it is to live in the Monster Hunter world.
I mean, if you're a normal person, like everyone here is, probably extremely dangerous. If you're a hunter, probably not too bad.
So, is there like an in-game like reason why your characters like when they die they don't die, they just get carted? Like, do the cats save you
No,
in time?
I think that's just like in universe, like it just happens. I don't think there's a specific reason for it.
That's fair.
I think it's just one of those gameplay mechanics that's not explained.
Dude, I think Chatacabra is an awesome like starting monster. Dude,
I like it a lot.
dude, Funny Punch Frog is amazing.
I can't just leave him.
I can't leave him.
Hurry.
Well, Elmo's got your back. I will fight the monster.
I can't leave my Seiko, he's my boy.
I mean, I don't blame him for that, but like Elmo's right there. She's gonna help him. Alright. Alright, Funny Frog. Let's go! So, one of my favorite mechanics in this game is the freaking what is it? The focus mode and the wounds. It's go ahead.
So Wounds, I think, is Capcom's perfection of the Clutch Claw and the Tenderize system. Because it functions pretty much the exact same way, but you don't need to waste time, you know, clutching onto a monster. You
Yeah.
just inflict wounds by dealing damage. which is insanely better than how Clutch Claw was implemented. So.
I agree.
I like the Clutch Claw. I know a lot of people don't. I thought it was pretty cool, but in this game, it's just that perfected. Honestly, it really is.
Yeah, no, I agree. And it's also really nice because I know a lot of people get like annoyed with how grindy Monster Hunter games can be. So I feel like this is a nice medium because you can it doesn't nullify the fact that you have to grind, but it definitely makes it a lot easier for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. Because I know I have a lot of friends who are a bit turned off from the series from the simple fact that it is a wee bit grindy.
At least for the story, you really don't even need to upgrade that much. I've heard people who have done it, who are probably a lot better than I, who have just like upgraded their weapon like once or not at all and still beaten it. But you know, your mileage may vary. So
Yeah, I think it just kind of depends. Dude, I love the special attacks you get to do because of the wounds and stuff.
oh yeah. For longsword, you can just, I mean not for longsword, for greatsword, you can just keep chaining into your focus strike and your true charge slash like infinitely, and you do so much damage with it. It's crazy.
So being a hammer baby, I have to contest with not being able to cut off pieces. So thankfully, I have Brian here.
Well, I'm using hunting horn, so we'll see
Okay.
how that goes.
Well, I mean, all right. Realistically, when we're going through on our mains,
Yeah. I do think there's one attack that can, if it's the same as World, the hilt stab with hunting horn should do slicing damage. It's not a lot at all, but it has, you know, I can. So we'll see.
that's probably a little hard to hit.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the hammer's like charge up swing. It looks so goofy, but it does so much damage. It's great. Dude, the way your character, yeah. And then you can slowly move forward while you're doing it, which is also just hilarious.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh.
I'm gonna swing my arms, and if you walk into this, it's your own fault.
Yeah, no, for real. Dude, being able to get, like... So, okay, do wounds, like, eventually stop giving you... Do they eventually stop giving you, items and stuff? Or do they always give you something?
I don't know. I'd have to, if I have to test that out.
We'd have to sit there and just
I mean,
grind wounds, but
what
I
I've
assume the
seen
monsters
is
would just...
like, random.
Yeah. I assume the monsters would just die, realistically. Dude, the fact that they gave you a sidestep while you're, like, charging your hammer is really nice.
Honestly, a lot of the movement mechanics with focus mode just make it is so easy to just avoid damage. Well, not easy, but it's a lot more convenient to avoid damage using focus mode, just like sidestep stuff. Positioning is not really a problem anymore. With
Yeah.
Focus mode, really.
Dude, the fact that you get, like, a special sidestep while you're charging your weapon, it's great.
Yeah, I think the introduction of focus mode is a huge game changer. Honestly, like that alone makes the game play so much differently.
I agree. Quick, quick, give me the crystals. Give me one.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do the SOS. But I'm not gonna do the SOS. Yeah, we can do that later. Yeah, after I finish this fight and I do a bit more of the story, I will whatchamacallit? Yeah, we can start going through more of it together. Come back. Come back, funny frog. I have to kill you and make a hammer out of you. Wait, what's going on? Grab the crystals. Give me the crystals. And see, like, the thing is like, you, like, not, so I know people are, so you said people are complaining about being able to, like, shoot out your claw and get, like, items from afar, right? You said people are complaining about that?
Yeah, it's not like a huge it's not like a ton of people, but I've seen some people. I know I've heard like some reviewers like say like, why would I do this? Like when I could just walk over and get it. Well, it's like you have that option. So like why
Well,
not use
yeah,
it?
and not like
So
not everything is acquirable through the claw. Like you can't like grab mining nodes through it. You know what I mean?
no, yes, that's true. You can. You
You
can get
you
it.
have to walk up to the mining node either on yourself or the secret.
Yeah, most things you can grab. It helps with it's not like worlds where like you need something in your slinger
I
to
missed that.
trigger like
Sucks.
traps. So, because like traps, you just hit it with your slinger, and then sometimes it triggers immediately, or you have to like pull it down again. So it's good for like if you're lying in wait.
Yeah, I gotcha. That's fair. Come on, Chatacabra. Come over here, monster man. I got a big rock with your name on it. Oh. He's tonguing. He's tonguing the ground. Alright, come on, big man. Oh, I knocked him over.
Rapunzel beams. I
One,
will say though, the
two,
amount of like
three,
block
four.
is kind of crazy with like multiple people in the game.
Oh, for sure. I do hope it gets a bit harder.
It definitely will. Yeah. The later game, the later story monsters are definitely.
Alright, that's good to know.
It makes me think, if like most game
Oh my
journalists are just,
god.
like gods, or if like they didn't complete the story, or just like cheesed it somehow.
That's fair. Or, I mean, maybe they had somebody carry them because it's a multiplayer game.
And then maybe, you never know. I don't know. Because, like, it definitely gets... I mean, if you're soloing it, it's gonna be, probably pretty cool, unless you're amazing.
Yeah, that's fair.
But, the more people you have, the more you can, like, balance off of each other, the more support you can give each other.
Yeah, I gotcha. Mr. Sacred, I need to sharpen my weapon. See, honestly, like, okay, so for me personally, I was not a big fan of Monster Hunter Rise. I thought Monster Hunter Rise, it's not a bad game, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I still need to eventually go and beat it, I just don't know when I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I feel the same. I beat it. I've had like 120 hours. I beat it, and then I beat Sunbreak. It was... it just feels... It doesn't feel like Monster Hunter to me.
That's
really
fair.
doesn't. It just feels like very arcadey. It was made for the Switch, so the graphics are not that good.
Yeah.
I don't think there's like endemic life and like fishing and whatnot, which I like to do. So that's It just feels like you. It's just like you go on a quest. You know where the monster is immediately. You beat up the monster. It's over. Like that's honestly it. So it just feels like collecting things is like very secondary. And it's just like you just walk in, beat up the monster, you're done.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, for me, I think one of my favorite mechanics in, like, Rise was the big raid modes. Like, the tower defense stuff. I thought those were really fun.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow, that is definitely a hot take. 'Cause I know people like hate that mode.
I don't think it's that bad. It's weird, but it's fun. It's a fun type of weird, you know what I mean?
I think I did it only when the story required it, and then it was like, I wouldn't normally do this, but I'll do it like when I have to.
I mean, that's fair. No, I definitely understand why people didn't really like it, but I thought it was cool. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I definitely do like some of the monsters in Rise though. Like Guy's Magorm.
Yeah,
pretty
no.
sick.
Dude, the flagships.
Malzeno.
Okay, no, that's not true. The Sunbreak flagship was great. What's his name? Magnamalo was
Malzeno?
no
No,
Magnamalo.
Magnamalo was base game.
Yeah, no,
Malzeno
that's
was-
what I mean. No, that's what I mean. I was gonna say the flagships of that game were good, but then I said only Malzeno was good.
Oh, okay.
I was not a big fan of Magnamalo. I thought Magnamalo was kind of meh, very.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have
Not
picked
really.
something better than Magnamalo. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's like spooky angry cat, you know.
Oh no, he has the red fire. Or the purple fire, my bad. I thought the wire. Okay, so the driving the monster system I thought was really cool, but I feel like it
Yeah,
also really took away from the game. You know what I mean?
yeah, because it's basically just free damage.
Yeah. Well, cause like what? Literally, you start the quest, run over, grab both of the monsters that you're not hunting, ram them into the monster you're hunting, and then just switch back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a
All right.
cool idea. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
most
fun, but
Monster Hunter games are about experimenting, so this game's doing a lot of experimenting too. So
yeah. I gotcha. Okay. Let's jump down and then we have to go save what's his name, Stinky and his pet bird.
is Elmo your nickname for Alma?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just her name sounds like Elmo.
Okay, got it.
Dude, secrets are great. Dude,
I love them.
such a good addition to the game. I really like it a lot.
Thank the winds.
I still gotta name mine. I don't have a name for mine yet. I
Allow
gotta
us
do
to
that.
introduce ourselves.
Wait. Hold on.
Bro, why are you tweaking?
Really do that?
Did you really kill the
There's no way
monster?
you should have been able to.
I mean, yeah, bro. Do you see this giant hammer on my back? This thing probably weighs like 300 pounds. If not more.
We came because your sister said you were in trouble.
Nona, where is she?
No,
To be
Nunu.
fair,
Don't worry.
I don't think anyone in the Forbidden Lands has like ever had to deal with killing a monster before. They just kind of like let it happen.
What? What? I mean, what do you mean, bro? What? You just let you just let Chatacabra come in and lick up a couple people and then leave?
I mean, it's usually just like
Any trouble finding
they
us?
have like methods of keeping them out, and like if they get in trouble, they just run away or hide. Like they don't fight back at all.
I mean, that's fair. Dude,
And seeing someone walk in and just absolutely destroy one of these things is like, holy goddamn, what is this guy made of?
You must be Usagi.
oh, I don't know if you guys have, or like if you or the viewers have heard, but apparently every monster game prior to this one has allowed you to set the language to a special made-up Monster Hunter language. So like even when the human beings would speak, they would speak like in a different language. But
Really?
that is not in this game.
This is a pretty well protected spot.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either until I saw the article on it. I actually thought that was kind of interesting.
This way.
Huh.
Just a quick check. I'm telling you, we just need some space.
That is very interesting.
She's fine. But she needs which we're perfectly capable of.
Nona!
I guess in exchange for that, we got talking palicos, because, you know.
I don't like the fact that the cats talk in English.
You can turn it off.
I mean, I know we could turn it off, but like, I don't know. It's like okay, so it's the cat noises get a little annoying.
I've gotten used to,
Before.
you know, the normal voice now.
See, like I wish there was a setting that made it so
What to say.
your cats would speak
Thank you.
like okay, all of the all of the rando cats that aren't yours would speak in like whatchamacallit. They would speak in the cat language, and then yours would just be the only one that talks in English.
Sister and I are from a nearby.
My name is Nona. It's
I guess that makes, yeah, because it's kind of like a Star Wars type thing. Like everyone knows what Chewbacca or R2D2 is saying, but like you don't. So I guess
Yeah.
that makes
I was
sense.
careless. I was helping Nona with riding practice, and a giant toad stuck. I told Nona to run for it while I got its attention. But when my sacred and I tried to get away, and so, who exactly?
Oh, right. We must have really
We're the hunters.
back where we're from. Specialists use these tools to protect others with the understanding that they're
We are the monster hunters.
Those with special permission are allowed to use them.
Tools? Specialists?
End the conversation.
That won't do to keep you talking. Why don't we have a look around base?
All right. I think this is we're about to reach the 30-minute mark. I think this is probably a good place to stop for the first episode. So yeah, this is kind of just going to be like a story playthrough, and then once we finish the story, I will be switching back over to my main, and we can go from there.
Where should we go first?
All right. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Galaxy Gorilla out.